Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CallTalk Carmel videos. Today, we'll be talking about the power of community with Valerie McSorley. Valerie is a seasoned professional with over 25 years of experience excelling in sales, marketing, and customer success. She leverages her extensive network in the contact center sector to enhance client performance and satisfaction. She's a founder of the Contact Center Nation, which provides educational programming and high-level networking opportunities for contact center professionals. And during the pandemic, Valerie did not sit down and cry. No, she was active. She was doing stuff. And she created the Women in Contact Center Leadership Series, a virtual community for dialogue, learning, and mentorship for female leaders. She hosts a virtual event every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, dedicated to women in the call center space. She serves on various professional and community organizations as a board member, chapter president, podcast guest, and MC for both in-person and virtual events. And among other industry appearances, she led the Women in Leadership Breakfast at our BenchmarkPortal call center campus event in May 2024. She did a great job there, too. She holds 2 BA degrees in economics and sociology from the State University of New York at Binghamton. So we welcome you to this video caramel, Valerie.
Thanks, Bruce. So nice to be here with you.
Okay, great. We're going to keep this to 2 main points here. And one, when you did the workshop for Women in Leadership back in June, you talked about fostering connections and creating a comfortable atmosphere for people to actually interact. And of course, we all know that this is a big reason why people go to these events, because they want to meet like-minded professionals. And what advice can you give to people looking to optimize their opportunity and to expand their personal networks through these sorts of events?
So I think you really have to have a strategy before you even go. I think it's important that you take a look at the overall agenda and the itinerary. Some of these conferences can be several days long. And I think it's important to do your homework and understand who you want to meet. Start to reach out, even if you see some speaker that you are particularly interested in their content or something about them. Make sure to reach out in advance. Let them know that you'll be interested in sitting in on their session. Take the time after they complete their session to go up and thank them for their contribution. Mention something that was particularly interesting to you and start to form a relationship with them. Do your homework. Understand who's in the room in terms of sponsors and vendors. Make sure that you have a game plan for the booth that you'd like to visit. Understand what you're shopping for, particularly if you're looking for a certain piece of technology, and make appointments at those booths in advance, because all of these activities can be extremely chaotic when you're at a conference for several days, and it becomes very easy to say, oh, I'll catch you, we'll meet up while we're there. It's really important to say, listen, lunch is scheduled for Tuesday at noon. Let's plan to sit together and make a plan with folks that you're looking to engage with. And then on the flip side, follow up with the folks that you did meet there. Send an email, set up a call afterwards, have goals for yourself. If you want to make 10 new connections, make sure that you have that written out and develop a strategy for yourself to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's very important. There's so many people, and I used to do this back in my youth, just kind of show up and figure, okay, I'll let the thing wash over me and I'll learn stuff. And no, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to basically be scooping the water and making sure that you're getting where you need to get and learning what you need to learn. And people will appreciate that, right? They will like the fact that you are reaching out to them and asking them for a meeting, particularly if you're looking for specific kinds of technology or whatever. Vendors will love you for that, right? Because otherwise they're usually going after you. And the thing is, you'll be then memorable to whether it's somebody who's one of your peers, somebody who is a vendor, somebody who is one of the speakers. You'll be memorable to them if you do the things that you're talking about, Valerie.
Well, that also comes down to being a good connector and understanding if there's someone that you've met that's looking for a solution that maybe one of the vendors has. I mean, I would take them by the hand across the trade show floor and say, you really should know so and so, and sort of jumpstart that conversation. And that's really very valuable.
Good point. Good point. And what can we do better? So one of the things that you're big on is developing a community of appreciation and support for women leaders. What can we all do to better support our women leaders in our organizations?
So I think that comes down to having, just the notion that together we can achieve a lot more together than we ever can alone. So understanding in an atmosphere of trust what you need to perform your best work. What do you need to be the best version of yourself? What are the tools, the resources, the learning? What can you bring to the table consistently on a good everyday basis? And where do you maybe need some work? Where do you struggle? Because I think it's more and more important that we all play to our strengths rather than try and develop our weaknesses, because not everyone's going to be good at everything. So when you have that really well-balanced, well-managed team, everyone has their role and everyone's doing the best that they can do with what comes easiest to them. I think you'll be a lot more successful in doing so, and finding out what people are truly passionate about and allowing them to bring that fuel and that fire to the role will just take them so much further. When something just comes natural to someone, they can do it all day long. Just time stands still, and you're going to get the best work out of them because they're doing so and they appreciate the opportunity. They want to just inherently bring it further than you could maybe even imagine when the project starts, because they're so engrossed in that. And I think that, when you take the time to find out what's truly important to someone, what their goals are, where they'd like to be with their profession, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you find ways to pair that, you'll just get the best out of everyone on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, excellent points. And I just encourage the audience listening to this now to think about, okay, these are great concepts. Put them to practice by the next time that you're in a conversation. Some of them may be a little delicate, some of them may be very open, whatever they are. Think about what Valerie has just said, and then actually put it into use in that conversation. So right now, think of yourself face to face with somebody that maybe you have to talk to soon. And you need to bring them into the community. You need to support them better. You need to do the things that she was talking about. Imagine yourself there, and then actually do it. I think that can be helpful too. Valerie, good points. Really appreciate your insights, and we've got to have you back sometime in the future.
I'd love it. Thank you so much. It's so fun.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you to our audience. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Bruce.
Okay.